Imagine waking up at 2 a.m. to a knock on your door, but no one's there. Then, a voice you know, someone who died hours ago, calls your name from the darkness. This isn't a nightmare. This is real. Welcome to a true horror story from rural Ohio that'll haunt you long after it ends. Buckle up because this one's going to chill your soul. Hey spooky friends, how's everyone holding up out there? I hope you're ready for a terrifying tale that'll keep you up at night. A huge thank you for watching our videos and leaving those spine-chilling comments. You're the heartbeat of our haunted community. To keep these creepy stories coming, we need your support. Smash that like button. It's like a ghost's whisper to our channel. Now, let's dive into the eerie world of the supernatural. My name's Emma, and my family hails from a small town in rural Ohio. My grandparents raised us there until I was 5, when my dad moved us to Columbus for work. Even after the move, we stayed close to our extended family. No matter the occasion, weddings, funerals, or holidays, we'd always show up. Dad was the glue of the family, respected by everyone for his loyalty. That's the backdrop of our story. Now, let's talk about the person at the heart of this chilling tale. My cousin, Lily. Lily was my aunt's youngest daughter, born to my grandpa's youngest brother, Uncle Tom. My grandpa had 2 kids, my mom and my aunt. His brothers each had their own families, but Uncle Tom's kids, Lily and her sister, were especially close to us. Lily was born years after Uncle Tom's marriage, a miracle baby, you could say. Around the same time, my mom had me and my younger sister, Sarah. Lily and I were almost the same age, and we were inseparable. Whenever I visited their small town of Willow Creek, we'd play for hours. Her bright smile and sparkling energy earned her the name Lily. She truly lit up any room. Whether she came to our house in Columbus or I went to hers, we were like sisters. Time passed, and we grew up. By the time I was in 9th grade, Lily was in 10th. That's when she fell in love with a boy from Willow Creek named Ethan. Now, I hate to bring it up, but I have to mention something sensitive: class differences. Our family was working class, while Ethan's was considered higher status in town. But Ethan didn't care about that. He loved Lily for who she was. Their relationship wasn't a secret, everyone knew, including Uncle Tom, who approved but wanted Ethan to finish school and get a job before marriage. Ethan's parents, though, weren't on board. His mom, Clara, was especially against it. Still, Ethan promised Lily he'd convince his family once he had a stable job. That year, as Lily prepared for her 10th grade exams, stress took its toll. She started running a fever, which we thought was just exhaustion. They gave her medicine, expecting it to pass, but by evening, her condition worsened. Willow Creek is a remote town. No hospital, no doctor. The nearest city, Mansfield, was a 30-minute drive, and transportation was scarce. As her fever spiked, Uncle Tom frantically called for an ambulance. The operator said they were already on their way to Willow Creek for another patient, an elderly woman named Martha, rumored to be a recluse with a dark reputation. Some called her a witch, saying her glare could curse you. When the ambulance arrived, it stopped at Martha's house first. Uncle Tom and my grandma watched it pass their street, confused and desperate. "Why is it going to Martha's?" Grandma asked. "Is she sick too?" The neighbors whispered that sharing an ambulance with someone like Martha was dangerous. But Lily's condition was critical, and they had no choice. They loaded Lily into the ambulance, placing her on a bed across from Martha. Uncle Tom, Grandma, and a neighbor climbed in, and the ambulance sped toward Mansfield. Martha's condition was dire. She thrashed, gasping for air, her eyes wild. Then, she turned her head toward Lily and stared, unblinking, as if locking onto her soul. Moments later, Martha went still. Her eyes stayed fixed on Lily as she took her last breath. Lily, already weak with fever, saw it all. She whispered to Uncle Tom, "She's staring at me. I'm scared." Uncle Tom tried to calm her, pulling her close. "She's just sick, honey. Don't look." They thought Martha was gone, but something lingered, a faint, unnatural breath. At the hospital, Lily was taken to a regular ward, while Martha was rushed to emergency. The doctors examined Martha and shook their heads. "She's too far gone," they said. "Take her home to pass in peace." But her family begged, and they reluctantly admitted her to a secluded room. Meanwhile, Lily seemed to recover. Within an hour, her fever dropped, and she was chatting with Grandma. The doctors decided to keep her overnight for observation. But Martha's family got grim news. She wouldn't survive the night. Around 1 p.m., Uncle Tom stepped out to grab food, leaving Grandma with Lily. Lily asked about Martha. Grandma sighed. She's on her last breath. They're arranging an ambulance to take her home. Suddenly, Lily started thrashing, her arms and legs convulsing. Grandma screamed for help. Doctors rushed in, but Lily went still. They checked her pulse, then looked at each other in shock. "She's gone," they said. Maud collapsed, sobbing. Uncle Tom returned, dropping his food parcel, and demanded answers. "She was fine," he yelled. "What did you do?" The doctors were baffled. She had no other symptoms, just a fever. This shouldn't have happened. Word spread to my dad in Columbus. It was a school holiday, so Sarah and I were home. Dad decided to take us all to Willow Creek, not wanting to leave us alone. Mom protested. "They're just kids. A funeral's no place for them." But Dad insisted, and we packed up. I threw on a white dress, my favorite, unaware of the somber occasion. Mom scolded me. "You can't wear white to a funeral." Stubbornly, I refused to change, and Dad let it slide. She's a kid. Let her be. We left Columbus at 1 p.m., switching buses twice to reach a small city 15 miles from Willow Creek. By 9 p.m., we arrived at the city. No buses ran to Willow Creek that late, so we hired an auto rickshaw. I was confused. "Who died? Where are we going?" I asked Mom. "Quiet!" she snapped, her voice sharp with grief. I didn't push further. We reached Willow Creek's edge by 10 p.m. A crowd was gathering, and Mom told Sarah and me to stay in the auto. "Stay here. I'll come get you," she said, leaving us with the driver. Sarah, exhausted, fell asleep in my lap. An hour passed, and no one came. Frustrated, I decided to walk to Uncle Tom's house, carrying Sarah on my shoulder. As I approached, I saw a crowd outside their house. In the yard, Lily's body was seated, dressed as a bride, next to a maple tree. A bizarre ritual. My heart stopped. "Oh no!" It was Lily. She was the one who died. Her eyes were closed, her body limp, as if married to the tree. I froze, staring, when her head seemed to turn toward me. Someone grabbed my shoulder. "Mom, Emma, I told you to stay in the auto." Dad intervened. "She's just a kid. She didn't know it was Lily." Mom took us to a neighbor's house, telling me to stay put. I sat there, trying to process why they'd marry Lily to a tree. Later, I learned it's an old custom. When a young, unmarried person dies, they're symbolically wed to a tree before burial. That night, around 11 p.m., they buried Lily in the town's cemetery. The village elders debated waiting until after a local festival, but they went ahead. We returned to Uncle Tom's house, exhausted. Mom made us change out of our clothes and bathe, a ritual to cleanse us of death's shadow. By 2 a.m., everyone was asleep. The house was silent, too silent. Then, a knock on the door. It grew louder, insistent, got heart pounding. No one else stirred, so I thought, it's their house, they'll handle it. Then, I heard her voice. Lily's voice. "Emma, I'm outside. Come with me." I forgot she was dead. In a trance, I got up, opened the door, and stepped into the pitch-black night. There she was, Lily, standing in my white dress, the one I'd worn earlier. "Lily, you're dead. How are you here?" I stammered. "You'll understand later," she said, her voice eerily calm. She grabbed my hand, and I felt a cold jolt, but no fear, just a strange pull. We walked through the village, street dogs howling and lunging at her, not me. She flinched, terrified. "Oh!" "Chase them away," she begged. I grabbed a stick and swung at the dogs, but they kept coming for her. We reached a 2-story house at the edge of town, Ethan's house. Lily let go of my hand. "Call Ethan," she said, then vanished. I stood there dazed and started banging on the door. Ethan opened it, sleepy and confused. "Who are you?" he asked. "Don't you know me? I'm Lily," I said, not realizing I wasn't myself. His eyes widened. "Lily? Is that really you?" "I came back because you didn't see me at the end. Everyone came but you." Ethan's mom, Clara, appeared with his family, woken by the noise. I turned to her, rage in my voice. "You killed me, Clara. Your curse took my life." She froze, tears streaming down her face. "You didn't want me with Ethan, so you hired Martha, that witch, to curse me." Ethan grabbed me. "What are you saying? My mom did this." "Yes," I said, Lily's voice pouring through me. "Martha's spell took my soul in that ambulance. She lived, but I died." The neighbors heard the commotion and alerted Uncle Tom. He rushed over and saw me. "Emma, but speaking as Lily," clinging to Ethan, sobbing. "You realized Lily's spirit had possessed me." "Lily, you can't stay," he said, pulling me close. You're hurting Emma. Cloud grew angry, turning on Clara. I stopped him. She did this, not Ethan. He loved me. I turned to Ethan, still in Lily's voice. Eli. I'll always love you, Ethan said, tears falling. But you're gone. I'll never marry anyone else. No, I said. Live happily. Marry someone else. If you suffer for me, my soul will never rest. I looked at everyone. Uncle Tom, Grandma, the neighbors, and said goodbye. Then, Lily's spirit left me. I collapsed, waking up as myself, confused. Her spirit never appeared again. That's my story, spooky friends. My name's Emma, and yes, I've seen spirits. They speak to me, touch me, and I feel their presence. If you want to hear more, check the description for my previous video, Whispers in the Dark. Spirits still visit me, and I'll share those stories soon. Please, no hate in the comments, just share your thoughts below. If you faced a terrifying experience like this, email us at sharethehorrorstory@gmail.com. If it's gripping, we'll turn it into a video within 5 days. Did this story chill you? Let us know in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for a new real horror story every night. Until next time, stay spooky and keep watching.